what does success look like to me? What am I driving towards? And those things are very personal. It's amazing what you can accomplish when there's trust in the room. And when you remove that trust, it's remarkable how inefficient you can become.
And when you've got guys around you who are buying into your vision and pushing towards the same thing, it's energizing.
Been a while since we sat in here, eh?
Yeah, since you and I have it, it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
But here we are. A lot going on these days, man. Feels like a whirlwind every day. So
This month.
Yeah.
Been more nuts than I expect winter to be for a roofing company.
yeah, this is usually when we've got absolutely nothing to do. But we're definitely in a season of growth.
Yeah. Well, in the last 2 years, it's kind of felt like winter's become our personal development month.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, January, February. Which is, it is like slower out there. Like we're only running run crew in the island right now. So like we have time to stretch our legs and flex our brains.
Yeah.
Learn new things.
True. But even the fact that we're producing revenue in January, like this would definitely be the best January we've ever had.
This is probably the highest producing January we've ever had. Like normally it's like the odd new build and you're slogging it through ice or you're chipping a roof off to try to put underlay on it or something crazy. Like fighting with winter, whereas right now the Nanaimo market, it's like +6 and dry mostly.
Yeah. So that expansion that we've spent years developing in a different market, our second location, is finally starting to pay some dividends.
Yeah.
This is the first year that it's like, not only is our crew down there staying busy, but we have enough work that we're sending our northern crew who, with the amount of snow we have up here.
Yeah.
So painful process, but man, the dividends seem to finally be coming through.
This is our just past our third year down there.
So,
And just started to roll all of a sudden.
Yeah.
A couple home shows and our name got out there and
yeah. Well, it was like building a whole new brand in a new market.
Yeah. So it was like starting the business over, but with the infrastructure of an existing business supporting it. So
yeah.
A little easier than starting from scratch.
In some ways, but not in every way. In some, it was a hard go getting branch 2 in. But I've heard that with expansion, when you hit a new market, it's very much like starting a new brand. But people gotta trust you. They don't know who you are. And if you're like, are you just staying for a little bit? Or are you gonna come and go? Like, but I have heard that the more locations and markets you're in, the easier it gets for the. I had one guy who ran a nationwide brand across Canada and in I think New Zealand, maybe Australia too. He said first 3 to 5 locations were unbelievably hard.
Oh.
And it was like starting a new business every time. And then after there was a turning point where it's like, instead of him seeking markets and trying to dig into a new location, it actually pivoted where locations were calling him, hey, we got space for you here, or we want to partner with you in this endeavor.
That would be super cool.
that's the long-term dream, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be just being invited into a market would be super cool instead of having to break the door down.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, and I have to implant our values into a new market too, which is people have to trust you too, right? So,
yeah. Well, we just got off a call straight into the booth here with a new software that we're onboarding, which is super exciting because
really intuitive software.
In our ambitions of growth this last year, we know we're at a point now with our company being in multiple markets and doing over $3 million a year in revenue. It's just like we need a CRM and we need software. We need some automation. We need growth.
Yeah.
As a company, we need growth. And man, I left that meeting just again super excited because it feels like this is our second attempt at partnering with a software company or onboarding a CRM.
Yep.
And just night and day difference.
Yeah, well, like that other company we worked with for like 8 months, grinding our teeth, trying to make it work, spending money, investing in third parties to teach us how to use the software, and nothing was working. Literally, this is session 2 of training with this group. So we've been with them for a week.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah, not even 2. Yeah. Session 2 of training, 3 days total. We already know how to make estimates. We're learning how to use the calendar. Like, and it's all just like intuitive. I haven't even done the learning available, and I'm just figuring it out.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is. Like, that's how it should be.
Because it was really built for what we do.
Yeah.
Whereas we were sold on the other software that it's for your industry, but it was clearly built for HVAC, and we actually referred it to an HVAC company who we know.
Yeah, we did.
But it's clearly not for our industry. And
No.
for the record, we spent 6 months trying to onboard that, and I feel like in 3 days we're further ahead.
Yeah.
With this different
it's
roofing software.
Almost. Like, I almost feel like we could use it right away. Like,
I actually am like, what's stopping us from just going head first into this?
Getting our templates in, which we're doing next week. So, like, I don't know.
You honestly think we could launch that quick?
I'll talk to Joel. We'll see.
Well, Kalen would be all about it.
Yeah, well, he's not. He was doing stuff while we were in the meeting. Like, literally, the Meta and Instagram appeared after I was in there adding Google.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for like the lead tracking. So he was messing around while we were on the call. So.
Yeah, it's a great team we've got helping us get through this. Yeah, when so
back, it'll be everybody.
Yeah, so we found this software at the International Roofing Expo
2026 in Las Vegas.
So we were in Las Vegas last week,
and it was warmer,
much warmer
than where we are now. Although it's pretty warm,
and it was fun. But it's amazing in 2 days of conference and expo, the technologies we got to see, the seminars that were attended, the networking opportunities that were down there. The technologies, the AI, automation, I left that 2 days of Vegas feeling just amped about all the opportunity. It just made me want to grow so much more so that we could utilize all of these new tools that are coming out into the market. It was pretty exciting.
I love the IRE. My favorite thing with it, just because I'm a nerd and I get a lot out of talking to other people and listening to people, everyone running the seminars, they do a really good job of selecting individuals who've like made tidal waves in the industry. And it could be like, and it's so diverse. Like, you think, oh, roofing, what can roofing talk about? It's like they're talking business management, private equity, AI, software, like the future predictions, investments. Like, it's just insane how much information you can get there. Like, you literally can't suck it all in.
Yeah,
you can't. They have so many seminars going on all at the same time. You really have to pick and choose, like, okay, this is important to me. And so, there's tons of stuff where it's just like, this is just a seminar on leadership. That's it. We're not talking roofs. We're talking you as a leader and the difference between you as a manager or your managers and you're the leader. Like, and like, people will really, they'll comb through all this with a fine tooth. Like,
and I loved it so much because there's a few components to it. One, we're going to grow as a team and as a company in these events.
Yeah.
And there's just so much opportunity for the company.
Yeah.
Two, all of us got to, through networking, but also seminars and just the event as a whole, we got to personally grow as individuals. And then three, with all of us as an ownership team, because you, me, and Noah, the three partners of our company, we went down and we spent quality time together.
Yeah.
And man, what a retreat. Like, what better way, and this is something I advocate for in such a big way in leadership and in businesses, like, do stuff where you're growing as a team, you're growing as a company, but you're also growing as individuals. And I just had such an incredible couple days down there.
Yeah, the personal development, even just like the camaraderie, just the three of us like hanging out, going for dinners. We went to Top Golf.
Yeah,
like we were like, it's winter. We came from minus horrible to like, we're in our t-shirts in like a world famous golf simulator driving range, getting awesome wings and drinks and like just enjoying ourselves. And it's like, it's warm outside, it's nighttime, and it's like, how cool is this? Like, I don't have to shovel my driveway right now because I'm not there. So like,
instead of shoveling our driveways, we're launning golf balls towards a sphere.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, the strips down the road there, like that was so cool, surreal even. Like, and then you wake up, sun's blasting, you go out to the seminars, and you repeat. And just getting to like hang out with a lot of our like manufacturers and our suppliers, and like deepening those relationships, like that goes so far.
Oh yeah.
Like insurmountably far. Like it yeah, and you've done a wicked job of that, Josh. Like just instinctually getting to know people. Like you even said, like, we're not the biggest account with some of these guys, but they love us.
Yeah.
Because we want to hang out with them.
Yeah. No, well, there's such value in genuinely valuing relationship.
Yeah.
Where when you're not siloed in a business where it's me against the world, but like when you have that, I want to win so that you can win too. I don't want to just take from you as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm not here to use you. I see you as a person.
And I actually have always had, like, I've told those guys, I'm like, I don't expect you guys to pay for my way for this. I just want, like, I want to hang out with you guys. I want to get to know you more. And if you guys have an event or other people I can meet and, help grow my company, I would so appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's been my take with our suppliers and manufacturers, and they love that stuff, because I do see it in a lot of other business people, tradesmen, where they're just like, I buy this much material from you, therefore I'm entitled to
like
this, and it just doesn't work.
Roll the red carpet out for me. Like, no, these are human beings doing their job, and you're benefiting from it too. Like, the relationship is symbiotic. Like, even if you're buying stuff from them, you need them to handle all the logistics to get the materials, etc. So, like,
it's got to be a win-win.
It does, yeah. That's exactly right.
What was your number one takeaway from the IRE? If there was something that you could look back on from, a few days in Vegas, all the events and everything that you did, what would be the highlight to you?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd probably say I got the most excited about the floor seminars, like the ones where anyone could just walk by and listen in.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously signed up for quite a few, so I actually got a chair at these ones. And just like seeing the engagement with all these different speakers, like, come out and like ask you questions. And like I remember, like, last year I was at a seminar where I was talking to this guy at the front. He was in cowboy boots, jean shirt, cowboy hat. Like, this guy was like, that was in San Antonio last year, Texas. And this guy looked like a cowboy. Turns out he was from the northern states. But, we had a great conversation. We talked a little bit of business, talked about Canada, like where we're from and like where we're based, what we do, size of our company. He's like, that's awesome, man. He's like, oh, I think this thing's going to start soon. Hey, and I said, yeah, you bet. So I went and took my seat, and I noticed he kept standing. And then it turns out he was the guy running the whole seminar. I was like, oh, but it just felt like, you're talking to this other roofer. It turns out this guy is a multi-millionaire, super successful private equity company guy.
But down to earth.
He started out as a roofer.
Yeah.
He's like, I had one crew, truck and ladder. He's like, and he told us his life story, and like his like conclusion leading up to like what made him change his company, because he had a little company that was getting bigger and going a direction he didn't want. And he was like, I started reading books. That's it. I just started taking knowledge from other people with more experience and absorbing it. I made changes in my company based on that information, and I haven't stopped since. And now we have dozens of roofing companies. We're in private equity. We help them be successful. Our partners are successful. He's like, I love it. And he's like, I literally just said, I read books.
It's just another perfect example of how personal development, as the focus of a leader of a company, needs to be. Well, not just the leader, but your leadership team in your company.
Man, everybody, right from new guy to top like CEO. Read books.
Needs to be a big priority.
Yeah,
and that's something I've definitely found. I've always really tried to make a priority for myself, and really missed the mark. But it's really easy to get distracted by the day-to-day grind.
Oh yeah,
especially in busy season when everyone's head is down and you're just trying to create enough revenue in order to make a profit.
Yeah,
it can very easily get put in the background. So it's one of the benefits to us having a little bit more of a seasonal business is that, hey, it's January, it's slower.
Yeah.
Even though we are working this year, it's definitely a good time to take some time together and grow.
Personal development and, get to know your network again, like all that good stuff. Books are a big part of it. Thank goodness for Audible.
Amen.
All I do is like I hardly ever read books. The most recent one I read was actually an Auschwitz survivor book called The Happiest Man on Earth, and man, that puts I haven't read a paperback all year because of Audible. I've just been consuming all the knowledge through listening, and I'm an Audible, like an actual Audible learner. Like that's how I process things.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I can listen to something and it'll just stick. So Audible and me get along really well. But anyways, the first paperback I read was like over the Christmas break that we just had. We took 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's and decided I'd blast a book out while I was at it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good book. Made me grateful for the life I have. Like he had simple chapters like Hug Your Mom. And if you guys ever read that book, then you'll understand why he had a chapter called Hug Your Mom.
Definitely challenges our perspective and our quality of life right now.
It got me sad a few times. And like even just like to be grateful, I look around me and I'm like, you know what, I wouldn't have this perspective right now if I didn't read this book. Like, so, you know, stuff like that's important. Not just personal development. Read other people's testimonies. Read their stories, how they conquered things. Like, the title is The Happiest Man on Earth, an Auschwitz survivor's story. Like that's a title that grabs you. It's like The Happiest Man on Earth, Auschwitz. Like it's like, okay, I got to read this. Like, anyways,
man, that's wild. I'll actually have to read that one.
Check it out. It's such an easy read. Like just a little book, so good. And
if it's a paper book, then I might be able to get through a little one.
I think
I'm like you. I've switched everything to Audible.
Oh
now.
yeah, no. Well, as soon as you, like, who was it? You started talking about Audible. My wife got me a subscription for Christmas one year, and I never turned around since. Like I have hundreds of books on Audible.
Well, you can just put on your headphones, and the authors like. Anyways,
well, some of the readers, we'll just. Big Audible fans here.
What was your best book you read in this last year?
How to Win Friends and Influence Others stands out. Yeah. Other than some C.S. Lewis stuff, but that one left a mark. Like so much. Like there's a lot of books where I go through it, I get through it. Yeah. I'm like, "Ooh, that was information dense. I'm good off that for maybe ever." But that one, I'm like, I gotta listen to this one again. Yeah. Like that's a good book.
That's one of the only books I've ever listened to. I think I've been through it 3 times.
Yeah, now. Like
that's a top 3 book for me.
Yeah. That's a good one. What was another one that I listened to? There was one that was called, I think it's like a lot of these have tacky names. I think it's like Getting Out of the Box or something like that. And it's all, and it is entire, and it's written like a narrative, which I loved. But it's entirely about seeing people as people, not objects. And it's like you objectify everyone that you kind of lose your mind at. Like if you throw your temper down at somebody, you're objectifying them. You're seeing them as an object in your way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but like there's a time and place for temper, like especially if someone's in danger, etc. But like, like if you go into a boardroom and someone's screwed up your notes and you see this person as like, this fool has screwed up all my notes. They've ruined everything. You're seeing them as an object that's interrupted your path instead of a person that has feelings.
Interesting.
And ambitions.
I've actually never seen it that way.
Yeah, right? So that's a good one. That's another, I think it's only like a 6-hour book or something.
Yeah. I find a lot of the teaching books are a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
5-6 hours. It's perfect.
What about you? What was your favorite book this year?
The Advantage is probably one of my most recent ones.
Yeah.
About organizational health and communicating organizational clarity through our organization, which is something that we've so struggled with. I really love the values we've established as a leadership team here in the last few years. But it's one thing to have values and have a good why and the best of intentions, but if you don't learn how to take all those really important factors of why you do business and why your team is doing what they're doing, and learn how to actually communicate those down the corporate ladder, you might as well not have them in many ways.
Yeah, well, it's constant too. You can't, because every like couple months people kind of reset. Like you go back to like cutting corners or whatever. If you're not constantly on top of like personal development or like reviewing company values, and it's got to be more than just like a poster on a wall. It's something you live every day. Right?
Well, that's the thing I really love. The strategic anchors. So like there's strategic anchors that we I actually did a workshop through where I've actually nailed down, they call it the lens, that every decision you make through it, not just as a leadership team, but your strategic anchors are a lens that even your new hires, to your laborers on your crew, to your regular workers, foremen, everyone, every decision they make on behalf of your company, they have to do it through these strategic lenses, which is, I'm still working on. It's a lot of work. And that's probably my biggest thing about reading books, is I find they're so inspirational. There's so much learning and development. We've both been on the reading books now for the last few years, but actually taking that information and applying it is proving to be very difficult.
Oh yeah.
Very, very difficult. I think it's helped with our mentality and our personal development. But the trick is how do we take that and then apply it to the day-to-day for everybody throughout the company?
How do I make it relevant for me or for everybody that I work with?
Yeah.
And
it's a challenge, because you see one motivational video and you're like, oh man, that just, I can run off that for the day.
Yeah.
But it's just like, motivation doesn't last.
No. Well, it's kind of like willpower, right? Like willpower doesn't work.
Willpower. Yeah.
It's a temporary
Benjamin Hardy
solution.
plug there.
That was a good one. Yeah. That's another good book. Yeah.
I actually haven't done that one yet.
Oh, really?
I'm through a lot of Ben Hardy stuff, but I haven't. That one's on the list.
He kept mentioning it in one of his other books that you referred to me, and I was like, I got to check this book out.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's
those are Dan Sullivan and Ben Hardy are another good team of authors that you want to hit.
The only reason I didn't mention them is I don't think I've gone through, actually, a lot of the Ben Hardy books I read this year. His book on scaling is good, but it's so intimidating. Like, the potential of it's just insane.
Yeah.
But it is like, I can't even put it into words.
Well, even like 10 times is easier than 2 times. Like, that demands a massive lifestyle change. Like, not corporately, personally. Like,
it demands a mindset change too, though. So I went to Phoenix in November, and I went to a live seminar with Ben Hardy.
Oh yeah, that would have
been cool. He was talking about the lens of scale.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to remember all the terminology and everything he used at this point. It was so long ago. Yeah. And I bought his book, and I read the book within days, and I was just in this place of like, wow, this is actually possible. I could actually do this with our company. We as a team could make the changes. But it also highlighted that there were areas that we just drastically need to change before we can actually, and fine tune before we're a company that could truly scale.
Yeah.
So it was a really inspiring moment, and something I intend to get back to.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really humbling too, which is also good.
It was humbling, but it's also exciting to know that it's doable.
Oh yeah.
And there is a path to literally 10x.
Yeah.
But it is, like you said, it's going to take extreme sacrifice, and the path to get there is very narrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you got to be in a different world, basically. You gotta treat all of your decisions in business wildly different in order to find that route to 10x. But
something I like a lot is the fact that you can take a lot of this personal development stuff and not just apply it to your business. You could apply it to your personal life.
Yeah.
Like your kids, your wife, your family members, your friends. Like, there's a lot of benefits to going through these books for personal development, like genuine personal development, not just like, okay, I can be better corporately. It's I can be better for my wife, my kids, my family, more available, better son, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
All that good stuff.
And you can live these by example and let your staff and all the people in your crew learn from these things too.
Yep. That's
which is something it's hard to live it out and actually make it all go down the corporate ladder, or even pieces of it. Mm-hmm. But something that we need to do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this isn't information stuff that we want to hoard for ourselves. We want to see this development through our whole company.
It's interesting too, because I know you and I can attest to this. When we were in our 20s, like many of our staff members, reading books was not at the top of the list. Like, playing sports, hanging out with your buddies, like all that. And like, we still do that, but making time to actually like invest in that personal development and read the books with the stupid titles on them, like those books, they do stuff for you. Like if I could have buckled down, started reading books like 10 years ago, would have put me at 23. I can't tell you how much further ahead I would be just by being able to digest that information sooner.
So long as you apply it.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's to actually want to like use it and not abuse it, like actually use it as it's intended.
Well, and I think that's something that so many, like I found myself even guilty of. It's just like there's the goal. It's like, oh, I want to read 20 books this year.
Oh yeah.
Is it better to read 20 books, or is it better to read one book with doing a workshop, going through and actively applying all the principles of one book to your company instead of reading 20 in a year? Because you read 20, you definitely will retain snippets of many of them. Yeah. But are they going to be as pivotal? Is that the right word?
Pivotal.
There you go. Are they going to have the impact that they would if it was just you took one book and you actually applied it, you lived it, you breathed it, you built all your SOPs around it, and you actually made it a part of your company? Yeah. It's something that's been really on my mind a lot lately. And the thing that made me kind of think about that is Ben Hardy's book on scaling, because it's just like, yes, it's possible, but if you want to do this, you have to drop everything else and you have to focus on such a tight window and apply this 110% to your company and your own life. And but I feel like all the books we read and all the seminars we go to have this real deep level of education and transformational component.
It just motivates you, right?
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, is the motivation fades. Yeah. And I even think, like, you bring up How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yeah. I've read that book 3 times. And when you bring it up, I think of even the thing I love about that book is it's just got such basic teachings that are doable every single day. Like smiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smile.
Basic stuff. Yeah. Smile.
And it's like, I forgot about that. Yeah. Until you brought up that book, I'm like, that's right, I should be smiling more. Yeah. I've read the book 3 times. Yeah. And it's part of my like annual go-to and read through. But I don't know, it begs the question for actually applying these lessons. Yeah. Is there reading too much?
It's hard to say.
Or do you read your 20 books, but you take one and you do a workshop through it? Like, I don't know.
Well, and there's probably people who can do a variety of things. Like we might be more of a focused individual, where some people can read 3 books and be like, I'm going to smash all these into place and actually do all of it. And like, and it's, it also, I think it could depend on like how much history do you have running a business, or how much history do you have with a certain individual that you want to apply these principles to. Like dramatic changes, people can be really leery of too. You get pushback from people.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So, and like, I'm guilty of, and you are too, I think, of asking like, why are we doing this? Like,
that's not bad.
Explain it to me. Yeah. No. And like, even if it comes across as like a little aggressive, it's really healthy to be the person with the answer to like, this is why.
Yeah. Oh, that's for Patrick Lencioni's organizational clarity chart. Statement that I've made. I don't know if it's final yet, but like that one document should answer why.
Should be why. Should be someone stares at it and it's like, okay. And like they keep asking the questions and they keep seeing the answers. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, it'd be cool to have that for everything.
Well, it's doable.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I could apply it in my marriage. Try putting something on the wall. I'm like, why? Like,
Actually, I wonder. That's a good question. Maybe I should try that workshop with my marriage.
Yeah, good.
Just to see how it goes.
I'll let
just
you
for fun.
Try it. Yeah, tell me how it goes.
Maybe I will. Yeah. Why are we married?
Why we don't ask that question?
No, it'll be a statement. It's why.
Okay.
Why? This is why.
Why we are married.
Why we are married.
Yeah. Not why are we married?
Make sure you word it correctly.
Yeah.
And then
the order of words.
your values of how you behave and our strategic anchors. Like, I don't know, to be honest with you, talking it through, it sounds like a really healthy way to run a marriage.
It is, yeah. Well, I've got one of my best friends. He said marriage is a business. He's like, if you get stuck in the business end of the marriage, he's like, it probably will lead to divorce at some point.
Yeah.
It's a really smart thing. I don't know if he got it from a book, but he's a pretty clever guy. And he's seen relationships fall apart.
Yeah, so. I mean that's if you're treating your relationship as it's transactional. Yeah. I'll do this for you. Where's my return?
Yeah.
Anyone who's doing stuff for an expectation of return wouldn't work.
You don't get like the emotional connection anymore because like you've got kids. It's like, okay, Billy's got piano, Jim has soccer, and it's like, okay, we're just hitting our schedule. We're surviving the day. I'm too burnt out to hang out with you or invest time in us. I'm gonna watch TV over here. You play on your phone on the other side of the couch. There's no like personal investment. Like you're not investing in it. And I think I've read books where it's like you should try to invest, I think 90 minutes. I don't know if it's a day or a week minimum to like keep your marriage healthy, of actually just like face-to-face talk time. I think that was one of Jordan Peterson's books.
90 minutes.
I think it was
a day seems like a lot. A week doesn't seem like enough.
I know. Yeah, like it kind
knowing Jordan, it's probably 90 minutes a day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, probably for the best, honestly, because the marriage is the foundation of the family, right?
Yeah,
it's the bedrock of your entire home. Your kids rely on that bedrock.
Well, intentional planning and stuff, I've heard that you should meet weekly with your spouse and actually be strategic
the
about
90 minutes a week sounds more
yeah, I mean, I think that might be it. But also that's like 90 minutes of focus on strategic plannings and application.
Yeah, that's I guess more business talk.
Yeah, and it feels weird to talk about marriage like it is a business, but there are certain stewardships that you need to be strategic about.
Yep.
If you're just going all off emotion and
crumble after a couple of years.
Yeah. If it's all just about how you guys feel and how you're treating each other, then you're not building a foundation that can withstand a storm.
No, like love's an investment, and like it's a sacrificial investment. It's doing what's better for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. When instinctually we are self-centered and we're all self-focused. Like.
Yeah. Well, there's a quote I heard very recently that I thought was like a great example about marriage, where a marriage should be 60-40. Marriage should never be treated like it's 50-50. It should be 60-40.
Yeah.
With both couples trying to be the 60%.
Okay.
As to you don't ever feel, you always want to be the one who's doing a little bit more, not doing everything so that you're getting taken, or you feel like you're getting taken advantage
burning
of.
Yourself out.
But just doing a bit more. You want to almost slightly be trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
But, okay with just being, having a low expectation on return as well.
Yep. Yeah, I think, accepting the other person as they are, that you're not going to change them. They might make compromises, but they have to decide to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
marriage is sacrifice.
Yeah. And business. No, that's good. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever talked about marriage like an actual, like, transactional business style, but I mean,
well, if
in reality, there is an element
about
of that
it.
to
it. Like there's transaction. Like I think we were sitting down to dinner with my mother-in-law one time, my wife and I, and Keely said something like, I can't remember how she worded it, but she's like, essentially like your money, said my money, like me, John, and I said I don't have money. I said it's our money. Like, she's like, well, because you're working. I said, well, I can't work if you're not raising my kid. Like, that doesn't work. Like, what do I do then? Like, she's like, oh, well, yeah, I guess that's a good point. I was like, yeah, like you're a major part of this investment. Like, in fact, you're half of it. So like,
I'm fully on board with that. But the crazy thing is, and this is why there's not every marriage is the same. There are very functional marriages out there where their strategy is that they do get their own dollars and everything's separated. And I'm sure there's some equalization in there for those who have to do more stuff at home.
Yeah. Well, I have friends who have been married for over a decade and like they still have their own bank accounts, and that's all fine and dandy. Like,
that's weird to me, but hey, it works for some. So
it works for them, and so be it.
So when you're going through times of personal growth, Do you find it's a challenge to have your wife and your family grow with you?
You know what? It's a great question. I do. But I'm almost guilty of over communicating with my wife. So like as I'm digesting and processing, one of my ways to process information is to talk to, like, to say it out loud and talk to other people. That's how it like reaches its final zenith of, okay, now I will probably never forget this.
Yeah.
So with her, if I'm like going through an interesting chapter in a book, I almost can't wait to go tell her. And I do this with like my Bible. I do this with like the Auschwitz book, and she read it too. So we both got to like vibe on that together.
Oh, that's cool. She reads with you.
Yeah, we do every once in a while, not often enough, but like I love reading books with my wife because then we can talk about like the topics and like I'm at this part now and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that he survived this and this is his outlook on life. It's amazing. And, you know, et cetera. But you know, like it is difficult. And I've even apologized to my 6-year-old and my 4-year-old for being like, blind to my own, shortcomings. And like a book showed me like, here's your blind spot. Like you think this about yourself, but it's actually like a huge weakness. So I've sat down with the kids and said, hey, like Dad learned this recently. I'm going to try this. And I'm really sorry that I have fallen short on this up till now. And I tell my kids all the time, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. One day when you're an adult, you may want to take me to a counselor. I told them I am fully prepared to do that with you while I develop as a person and heal from my traumas and try not to dump them on you. Like while you're growing up, but I'm going to screw up. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So if you need to take me to town and throw me at a shrink, sure. Like I'm there for it. But it is jarring sometimes, like especially when you go through like a major metamorphosis, which I say like I have honestly in my marriage, like through some of this stuff I've gone through and the reading I've done, I've changed dramatically as a person, and I'd say for the better. Yeah. It's jarring for your family to like, they know you as this one thing that, oh, you get frustrated if the dishes aren't done. It's like, that's okay and entirely normal to just leave the bloody dishes alone. And like, you'd think like, as I'm saying this, like, oh yeah, dishes, that sounds really small. Like to me, it was a huge deal not having a tidy kitchen. It can be messy. That's fine. People listening to this might disagree entirely, but like my conclusion is I need to let go and things will be what they will be. It will be done when it is done. Yeah. I need to trust my partner. I need to trust my kids. I need to trust people. Trust is a major thing. And I got that from books. I didn't even know I had trust issues with everyone around me until I got into these books. So yeah, like to summarize, it's jarring for people to see you were this and what's happening. Like, yeah.
I would actually also say too, with the family life and marriage, or even extending it to friendships a little bit. The people, totally. You're not going to spend more time in your life than your spouse and the closest people to you.
Yeah.
And without even recognizing it, those people are going to have a massive influence on how much you do personally grow.
Yeah. Well, like the old saying, like you become your friends.
Yeah. Well, we talk about friends so much, but like, let's be real. Who do you spend more time with than your wife?
Yeah.
Or your spouse?
Yeah.
Your significant other?
Yeah.
Like, so I would argue, like, even though it's a weird dynamic for me because I get unreal support and freedom from my wife to develop and grow and become the person I want to be. If I need to travel, go to seminars, go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, she's all about that. The flip side is like, I feel like I want to drag her along with me a little bit more, and she's a little bit hesitant on that.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
fair.
The truth of the matter is if she wasn't the person she is, I wouldn't be motivated to grow.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, if you married yourself, then I think you'd get sick of that real quick too, right? So, so no, it's, I you know, one of the scientific laws is opposites attract, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, like my wife and I are similar in many ways, but we're polarizing in others. Same with you and your wife, as anybody who knows you will agree. But like, we need that person to like for me, it was like my OCD would have consumed me if I married another me. Like, it would be awful. So the flexibility I have as a person now to be more like relaxed and make adaptive decisions is because I married somebody very different from who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and like, you know, the personal development and growth, like the effect on your family, though it can be like jarring and uncertain, it's good a lot of the time. Most of the time, I'd say. Like if you're doing things good, you're listening to like good books and like not, you know, like there's some authors out there you should just not listen to. Like I can't even name them because I haven't come across them, but there's some books you read the description, it's like, wow, this is telling me to objectify women and that's not okay. Like we're gonna just put that one back on the shelf. Like we're not doing that book, or be aggressive, be angry all the time. It's like, okay, this is not for me. Like
a lot of the New World section in the
where it's like extreme this way or extreme that way, and it's like I'm looking for like that nice tasty, like, you know, middle ground, sensible ground, like and you can detect it if you read a lot. You get more and more familiar with it, right?
It's actually a good point. There's so many. Whenever I go to the bookstore, actually, there's so many books. Like you're going through thousands.
Yeah. Well,
and a lot of them are actually more like.
Some of them are destructive.
Oh, it's like screw the world, only focus on you type titles, and I'm like, people actually read this and take it serious?
Yeah, like it's horrible. Like we're social creatures. We need to and like looking out for other people. That's important. It's really important.
Yeah, it really is. Otherwise, it leads to a very lonely life. And
it destroys society too.
Yeah.
Everyone acted like that.
I mean, coming from a leadership component, and this is where I'm so grateful that God's put me in the position I'm in, because I'm forced to grow as an individual in order for our leadership team to grow, our company to grow, and its staff to grow. And when I'm going through all these books, it has to be about others.
Yep.
It has to be not just about your own development, but you know, your mindset, but also in a modeling way so that other people get to benefit from being in your life.
Yep.
And it's just shocking to me, like, and there's no other choice.
No.
There's no literature out there that's going to be solely focused on you, where our company can benefit.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is a lot of, and that's all in the business area.
Yeah.
That's funny because all those types of books are in the business area.
Yeah.
All the self-help books are all just focusing on you
get that check, what
your
you
victim
want,
mentality,
your happiness,
you know, screw the world. And it's just like, I can't even look at that entire section.
And it's not all self-help books. Like there are great ones out there, but like that section has a lot. Like I'd say it's dominated by like selfishness. Essentially,
the vast majority, I would say.
Yeah. So but like you said, like when it comes to like entrepreneurship and business development, it's like you are constantly, to make a good company, called upon to improve the lives and understand your staff. Like that's what makes a good leader, not someone who's screwing people over all the time. There are entrepreneurs like that, but like everybody knows who they are. They don't want to work with them. They don't like them, or you're forced to work with them and you don't like them. Like, what a lonely existence.
Yeah. No, it's very true. So that would be my encouragement with all the books that are out there. Just, you know, you're only going to grow so much as you can help others grow.
Yeah.
And I am very fortunate,
that's a good way to put
like I said, to be put in the position I'm in and to have the mentors I do to make me recognize that.
Yeah.
Because, man, starting out at like my mindset as a teenager, young adult, when I started my first business.
Oh, yeah.
My first business went bankrupt because I could not get my head out of my own ass. All I could think about was me, my reputation, if everything revolved around me.
Yeah.
You know, my employees hated my guts to the point where they all just didn't show up for work one day. And, you know, if that's the kind of person, like when your focus is just on yourself, your life is going to suck. And it actually shocks me that there's so much literature out there that just points people inward to just focus on themselves.
Yeah. No,
because I genuinely believe it's destructive.
It is. Yeah. No, like, like there's something to be said about like having like inner peace and all this other great things, but like honestly, like you gain a lot by looking out of yourself, helping others, and and like I'd say like that is something tangible that everybody can track, right? Like when you're giving something to somebody who genuinely needs it more, you feel light, like your heart feels good. Like every free roof we've done, everybody on those roofs is like, we're practically dancing. We install them faster than any other time we've been paid to do it. For some reason, when we're doing it for free, that's when everyone's like, you just feel alive.
Yeah.
Like that one roof that we did for, what was it? We were literally taking buckets of water out of the attic that had pooled into the poly.
Oh. And
the guys were laughing about it. If that was a paid job, they would be yelling at me, why did you land this? But because we were doing it for a widow who had nowhere else to turn,
yeah,
they were giggling. They're like, oh man, there's so much water in here. We got to get it out. And this lighthearted about it. There's interesting. Like the spirit of generosity is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's just another part of sowing into others.
That's right.
Which is what we're and that's where true success is going to come from.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Too often the world views success as, your bank account and the materialistic things you own, but true success comes from sowing into others.
Yeah.
Everything else is just a byproduct of that.
I agree. And look at deathbed confessions, right? Like read some of those. People weren't saying like, oh, I wish I just worked one more day at the office. I wish I made another million. It's like, I wish I spent more time with my kids, stuff like that. Like that's the end of the road. These people, like if you get an opportunity to read some of this stuff, like there's nothing else to hide.
Yeah.
There's they've got nothing to gain by lying to you at this point.
Yeah. I asked, I did this, thing on my chat GPT. My brother-in-law was, what do they call it? It's a prompt.
Oh yeah.
Where you prompt ChatGPT is just like, if take everything you know about me and give me a either fictional or non-fictional character that represents my life. Because it's funny because my wife got Aragorn from Lord of the Rings.
Aragorn.
I was like, that's awesome. Dang. I wonder who I'm gonna get.
Aragorn.
And I got Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
And I was like,
that's interesting.
And it was like really encouraging, and it's like, oh, this is why. These are all the things that you're so driven towards business. I'm
but not Aragorn.
Like, man, my wife whooped me in this competition.
Yeah, she's the king.
And but like thinking about Steve Jobs on his deathbed, he had huge regrets about family and being too caught up in his work.
Yeah, and that guy is a prime example of like brutal success, massive financial success. He's immortalized. Like everyone knows who Steve Jobs is.
Yeah,
and yet, like even at the end of it all, wish I spent more time with my kids.
Did he even have kids?
I think he does.
Does he? I don't think he did.
Let me check. To the internet.
I think that was one of his regrets. Was that he didn't?
Maybe his wife.
He didn't have family. I don't even know if he got married, man. He was so obsessed with work.
4 kids.
Oh, he does have 4 kids. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So his regret was that he didn't spend more time with them. I'm guessing
he left them a couple $1 billion behind. So there's that at least.
Well, that could be tragic, depending.
That's fair. Yeah, good point.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's a win.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. That stuff like that comes to mind for me. Just like at the end of it all, am I going to be satisfied with how I behaved in this life?
Yeah.
Am I going to look back and be like, man, I screwed over a lot of people to get to where I'm standing now. Like, no wonder I'm alone.
Yeah. I got to where I was by stepping on other people.
Yeah, or like my grandma, Grandma Lila, she passed away in her 40s. I was 9, I think. The church was bursting with people. This woman was not famous. She was not like hustling. She wasn't wealthy, like definitely just like a regular middle class lady, but hundreds and hundreds of people crammed into a building to say goodbye to her. And like I remember as a child this left such a massive impression on me, and everyone I talked to about her just said like essentially like she'd give you the coat off her back. She'd welcome you in for dinner. She'd adopt you if you had nowhere else to go. Like, just like, and like she did do this for many of the people there.
Yeah.
Like left an impact on their life, and it was a good impact. Sometimes like, she's like, oh yeah, she smartened me up. It's like, but like it changed my life, turned my life around, got me off the street. It's like, okay, like this is what's important at the end of the day. And she was surrounded by family when she passed on.
Mm-hmm.
And more family would have been there if they'd had the chance to. So like that, to me, that's a death worth dying.
Family, friends, community.
Family, friends, people who like remember you for the impact you had on their life, like the positive impact. Like that's how I want my funeral to be.
And this is a small town farm girl, right?
Yeah, like she's been in BC, I think had been in for most of her life. Like I said, she was in her 40s, so like she wasn't that old, and made an immense impact like through her church, through ministry, just as a person, like opened her home to so many people. Like that's how I want it to go down. I want to know that I did something worthwhile. And money is great. It's nice to have, especially if you don't have much of it. But it's not everything.
Not even close.
No.
Not even close. Yeah, I think we all should be trying to be in that position where at our funeral.
Yeah. The church is exploding. Like there's too many people. Like
that would be nice.
Yeah.
But even the few who, like when I pass, I hope there's a handful of people in my life that I had a profound influence on.
Yep.
That, really genuinely, I was a big part of their life.
Yeah.
And not because I made them rich or they
well,
benefited from me financially, but just as a person.
People like that show up to funerals. Like I think it's people that you made a connection with. They come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of days.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Indeed.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there for this one.
Sweet.
But appreciate you coming in and having a chat. It was fun.
Of course, anytime.
We'll have you back soon. So thanks, John.
Sweet. Thanks, Josh.